Like to call, roll.
Okay, Mayor Sean Reardon. City Council President Ed Cameron. James Conley,
Here.
Karen Cullinan,
Here.
Kristen Donahue,
Here.
Gary Gorski. Christian Hansen. Sarah Holden. Caroline McCarthy.
Here.
Stephen Moore,
Here.
Sarah Spalding,
Here.
Madeline Whitten.
Here.
And so I guess at this point, you have public comment, anyone like to comment?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, theoretically, it's supposed to be limited to 2 minutes and related to the agenda.
Yeah, I didn't know about the agenda.
Well, I think if it's under 2 minutes, it should.
Pages are very long, very large print in my very own eyes.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay. Is that a violation of your rules?
Unfortunately, according to open meeting law, public comment has to be related to the agenda.
Since I haven't seen the agenda and I had trouble finding this meeting, I have no idea what the agenda is. Yeah, I assume that the agenda is at least to do with, there's some item on it to do with the archives.
No,
If there is not, then I'm simply going to pass out to each of you what I was going to say. I brought copies. I want to tell you that what I was going to say, I did not say, do not say easily. I'm entitled to publicly, I believe, at least say that and pass out something. If not, I'll just mail it out to everybody. Whatever you want.
I think if you want to pass something up.
it's just, we won't be able to discuss it at the meeting.
That's fine. I will.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Pease, just, in the agenda and the meeting are posted on the city website. If you go to the calendar, the, meeting is usually,
I saw that, I just.
and then the agenda, if you click on the link for the meeting, it brings up the information where you have access to the agenda as well as the Zoom link.
But I assume the public can stay no matter what, so.
Yes.
If you don't say anything, I can stay, yes.
Yes, you are free to stay, yes.
And the agenda is posted, what, a week before?
It's posted at least 48 hours, so we do on Friday before.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll go to.
So right here. And this is the agenda, as you can see.
All right, because I saw that page, but I didn't see that, so.
Okay.
Fault is entirely
Yeah.
mine.
There is a person who's listening.
Okay.
We want to invite them for conversation.
Sure.
Any other public comment for anybody? So I guess the next stage would be to we can approve the previous meeting minutes. We've all had a chance to look at them. Take a motion to approve that. Everybody in favor?
Who is that?
It was Steve and Sarah.
Steve and Sarah, thank you.
And I wasn't here.
Abstain.
Yeah.
The next meeting date will be May 21, 2025. And then we can start with new business.
Okay, I sent to you the results of the staff mission statement feedback session. And what I'm hoping to do tonight with all of you is for you to we can either go through one by one, or if there are particular mission statement drafts that you particularly like, we can discuss them by, let's just say for sake of argument, Steve likes number one. And,
Actually, I like the shortest one,
ah,
number 2 or 3.
yeah, and then after you raise a statement that you'd like to discuss, then I'll ask a few questions about it and we'll take the feedback on that. And then what we'll do is we'll compile the feedback and give it to, Barbara Leverson. She'll kind of, get it ready for the next, feedback session for the staff. So. Does anyone wish to discuss number one?
I like it.
Okay. Now, I agree that, like, you say that you like it, but we're gonna ask a few questions.
Okay,
Just so that we can get, what is it about number one that you like?
here's my feeling. My feeling is that the mission statement should help steer the library when it comes to decision-making or evaluating how well it's doing. And for that, I think this, like, here is what we want to do. So if somebody, I have worked in many, many libraries that have decided that all the books should be put into remote storage and that instead there should be a makerspace put into places where there were books. Like, that's the kind of decision libraries have made. So if somebody said, what if we put all the books on the third floor into remote storage and built a makerspace, people would say, I don't know. I wonder if that would, it seems like a mission statement that was specific would help steer that decision-making process. That's why I like one. It feels very,
What did you not like about number one?
oh. Oh, I like everything about it. I'm not talking about it. Mostly, I really like that it mentioned material, and I did like that it mentioned spaces, which felt authentic to the experience of this building.
Okay. Anyone else wish to comment on draft number one?
It's a little wordy.
Okay.
Why I don't-
All right, is this a statement that, I guess at the end, I will ask you to select from this list of seven. We're gonna select four to send on back to the committee. Okay, so keep that in mind as we're going through. All right, mission statement draft number two. Steve, why do you like statement number two?
It's short, sweet,
Okay,
easy to read.
all right, what do you not like about it? He likes everything about it, okay. Other comments, feedback about number two?
I like that it's catchy and attractive, I like it, feels like it doesn't have quite enough. Maybe.
Catchy doesn't have enough meat?
Yeah, it's not enough to me, I'd like it to be fun to have it somewhere, could have it somewhere, but it doesn't feel like. it has enough.
More of a bumper sticker.
Yeah. Should we put a coffee bar in the library? Sure. Like what?
Any other comments about number two?
I will add, this is not, okay.
I
Oh,
like
that's
that, I
better.
like doing too. I-
Okay, moving on to statement number three.
Notice that number three is the only one that includes the words books, which I think I kind of like having that word in there, but. That's my comment.
What do people least or not like about number three?
I did not like that it did not talk about the space.
Yeah, I wrote number three and I agree with you. And also I don't like the word stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
sweet.
struggling with stripes.
Yeah.
Other comments about number three? Moving on to statement number four.
I think 4 and 1 are pretty close. and I like both of them.
What about it to like, is there anything specific?
Yeah, again, it's, Madeline, I hear what you're saying about books, I mean, that, but materials is probably
Right.
enough to cover that. I like the. It's a community hub that offers materials, books, resources, and spaces, to empower access knowledge. I like. The sense of using the space for social connection, but also just being a resource for education. So I'm 1 and 4, I think,
Are they different?
not much.
Yeah, I can't spot. the difference. I'm just saying.
You're reading.
There are a few minor differences between 1 and 4. Um,
That, one says not that is report public library.
Oh.
Or courses.
I like that.
Yeah, like the Ohio State.
Exactly.
Okay, anything else about 4? Number 5.
I think you change the resources to even books and materials would be very similar.
It does sound impossible to me, though. It provides all people with free and at equal access, like if we were to say, so have you provided all people with free and equal access, I think it would be hard. We provide people who have cards with the stuff that come to, I don't know, all people with everything equally.
Yeah.
Seems like a very high bar. But maybe we're trying to set a high bar, I don't know.
I think during the discussion, the word all
Yes,
was trying to encompass the anyone that walks through the door.
okay,
But trying not to say anyone that walks through the door.
yes, that doesn't sound too good, right?
To, that all, provide all with the following. Whether they can check it out is
Yeah.
requires a library card, but they can use the resources while they're here. Or, engage, because the library card is not required for programming and such.
But it's not necessarily walking through the door that you're at.
True.
There are people who do everything
Virtual.
remotely and
Mhm.
deliver books to people.
Mhm.
May never walk through the door.
That's true.
I don't know, probably better.
I think that was the intent of the whole was. And also the last phrase, in the library and beyond.
Slavier. That's all I can think of.
The recreation. Library.
Anything else about number 5? Okay, number 6. Anything we don't like about number 6 specifically?
There's something about. Just about like, serves as a compass by directing. I feel like then the focus is sort of on the directing people. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing.
I think it loses the gathering space
Yeah.
of the library.
Mhm. And number 7.
What about if
Oh,
like
sorry.
in attracting?
Hmm.
Maybe.
Or going to not.
All right, number 7, anything anyone wants to say about number 7?
I would sound the best. I think you could add like materials in there somewhere.
And it references the and beyond. Different kinds of libraries.
Anything in there that people don't like?
Doesn't mention space. Previous and.
And having read 1 and 4, this is we're thinking about choosing. I realize the only difference between 1 and 4 is the word the. I'm not sure how they got listed twice, but 1 and 4 are the same statement. So when you're choosing the 4 that you'd like to send, 1 and 4 are synonymous, so if you choose 1,
Are we choosing 4 as a group?
4 is a group.
Okay.
Number 1, is this one that the group would like to send forward?
Should we just use?
So we
swap
put
it with
the.
4? Yeah.
Or, okay, or
And-
number 4, is 4
Yes.
one we'd like to, yes,
Yeah.
okay, all right, so we're gonna bring forth number 4. Number 2,
I don't feel like it's a mission statement, but I do. Like it on a tote bag or a.
Absolutely.
okay, all right, number 3,
I feel like 3 could be a possibility.
And I agree, with Charlie, it's always had books somewhere in there.
okay,
Historically, it's always been books.
so the consensus is 3 moves forward? Okay, all right. Number 5. Getting a 1 fuzzy on number 5. Okay, all right, number 6.
That would leave 6 and 7.
6
We
and
have to
7.
pick 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
If you feel strongly, we can send back 3. Keep in mind that we are going to next month. The current mission statement will be in consideration with the ones that are brought forward. So, do you wish to put forth 6 or 7 or both?
we liked 7 more.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Okay, then that's what we'll ask the group to kind of work through, taking all into consideration all the feedback. And some of the things that you've said could be integrated into statements that they bring forward. Okay? We got that? Ish?
I got
We'll
get more
report.
feedback.
Okay, next month, you're going to have the current mission statement and then, at least 2 or 3 others to consider. And then from those, choices, you will then vote as a board as to what is, whether we stay with the current mission statement or we go with the new one. Okay? There are no communications, Jim.
Okay.
Moving on to the head librarian report.
Yep.
Okay. All right. First part of the report, give you a quick update on the status of the FY 26 budget development. Had a meeting with the mayor, Christian, and Ethan, as well as Kim Turner, the project manager for the city. And we went through both the CIP as well as the item that we put forth for the CIP, which is the HVAC system. And then we discussed the budget proposal that I brought forth. What the mayor is currently doing is he's taking all of the budget proposals from all the departments and figuring out how best to fit all of them into what the city can afford, or what he believes the city can afford. Before I go to a meeting with the finance subcommittee of city council, finance and budget, I'll get at least an update as to what the numbers are. With regards to the CIP, some of the recommendations that were made by by Rimkus, the vendor that is doing the recommissioning report, some of them are maintenance things. And so the cost of those is what Kim Turner recommended was that go actually into our operating funds. So we may see, in addition to what I recommended for maintenance equipment, we may see an increase just to cover some of those, as Kim called them, low-hanging fruit, easy to fix, that will keep the system going until a feasibility study and if approved, design for further construction in the future. Most likely would be FY 26, they would do a feasibility study, and then FY 27 would be hopefully design, and then FY 28 would be constructed. That's the process that this is going through. So
Will it last that long?
yes, I hope. But the maintenance work is expected to keep the system running. We will still incur maintenance costs, but hopefully that will keep the system going until so we know whether we'll be designing and building a new one. And any other questions about the budget request for FY 26? I sent you third quarter budget report. Do you have any questions or comments about that? If there are no questions or comments on the third quarter budget report, I will submit that as transmitted. Moving on to library statistics. Are there any questions with regards to the library statistics that reports and charts that I sent you regarding our activity in March? I will make one comment. we were expecting a decrease in usage because of the elevator project. I'm happy to say that our circulation actually exceeded the FY 25 average, and our attendance was on par for what we would have expected for March. So I'm very, very happy to report that.
Karen, these numbers, do they include the MA Andrews branch as well as?
No.
That's just main branch.
Yeah, actually, the Emmy Andrews is not considered a branch of this library. No. No. It's a private.
Right, digital overdrive is the key.
Yes. Yeah. All right, any other questions regarding library statistics? If not, we will move on to personnel. I am sad to report that our part-time employee Kayla Van Olmkirk submitted her letter of resignation today. We wish her well in her future endeavors. She just decided this position was not for her. So we'll be meeting with Donna Drellick tomorrow to discuss our options for and what we're able to do. She was 20 hours a week. Any other questions?
So because of the hiring freeze.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss with Donna what our potential options are, and there are a range of them, and so. What, Jessica and I will be essentially advocating for filling the position. If that does not occur, then we have other options that we're going to put in place. Do our best to maintain level of service.
Does that mean that there's 1.5 kinds of
1.5,
FTE
yes,
both in CERC? Or do they
Both,
prefer?
they were both in the borrower services department, yes. So hopefully we'll have a productive meeting tomorrow and we'll come away with some options for maintaining library service. All right. Any other questions regarding personnel? All right. Moving on to outreach and community partnerships. Sent you the information about our community partnerships and collaborations this month. Okay. There are no other comments or questions. I will submit that as transmitted. Moving on to programming. I sent you both in the statistical sheet as well as the detailed report. Are there any questions regarding programming this month? Or back, I should say, in March? Okay, then I will submit that part of the report as transmitted. Moving on to the calendar. Are there any questions regarding the scheduled closures and our modified schedules that I put in the report? Okay, if there are none, we'll submit that section as transmitted.
That, anything else to discuss?
That's it.
Any comments from anybody about? Okay. We'll have a motion to adjourn. So, for a second. Somebody?
Karen.
Karen, okay.
Okay.
Everybody in favor? Yes. Anybody opposed?
That felt very efficient.
All right. Thank you,
Very
everybody.
efficient. And I thought those bright spots sounded good.
Yeah.
People had-
Oh, yes. We got, it was funny in February, there were hardly any. I don't think there were, no, there weren't any. And then all of a sudden we get this huge influx. So nice to be able to read.
So are we offline, the meeting's over?
Meeting's over, yeah.
Hold on, hold on.